into math lesson 14.4, add decimals. I can use a written method and strategies based on place value to add decimals. Step it out. William buys a whistle and a yo-yo for his niece. What is the total cost of the gift? Use the chart to help you find the cost. Line up the place value of the two prices. So we have $1.73 for the first one. And then we have $2.45 for the second one. So we use the decimals to help us line up, right? So then we work what? Right to left, okay? So we're going to bring our decimal down. We're going to start in the hundredth spot. 3 plus 5 is 8. 7 plus 4 is, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. And then add our dollar sign. Add the tenths. Do you need to regroup the tenths? So did we regroup the tenths? Yes, we did, right? Because basically we got more than 10, so we put our tenths place or our ones place down and then put the tenths in the next column, right? Okay, so we'll that'll be our reasoning. Add the ones. Okay, so we added the ones, and then we got our total cost to be what? $4.18. So how is the written method you used in your chart related to using the base 10 blocks or quick pictures to add decimal? So how are those the same?
This one you're just stacking and like the other one is just smooth it out.
Right, you had a picture, but did you still regroup there? Yes, you had to. If you had some extra, you had to add it and you just crossed it off and then put it in a different set, either whether it be the ones, the tenths, or the hundreds, right? Okay. All right. Step it out. Heather and her mom drive from her home to River Park and then to Central Zoo as shown. How far do they drive? Write an equation to estimate how far they drive. Okay. So what are we probably going to estimate that to? To the nearest ones, probably. Okay. So I'd circle the 0, underline the 5. What's that going to be? 11 miles plus, circle the 1, underline the 7. What's that going to be?
22 miles.
22 miles. Okay. Which gets us what? 33 miles. So that's our estimate. Okay. Line up the place values of the two distances. So basically, we got an estimate, and then we're going to get the actual answer and see if they're close. Okay, so let's go with our highest number first, which is 21 7/10 of a mile, and then our other one is what? 10 58 hundredths. So do I have different place values here? Yes. So what can I do to hold my spot? Add a 0, as long as it's at the end. And it's not between any numbers or a decimal and a number, right? Okay, you can just add it to the end because that has the same thing. So like we just said, that can be written as 21 70 hundredths, right? Okay, so then they want us to add and then regroup if needed. So what do I do first? Bring down the decimal. 0 plus 8 is 8. Move to the 10th spot. 7 plus 5 is 12, so put the 2, regroup the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So how far do they drive? 32 28 hundredths miles. And then, is that reasonable? So yes, because 32 28 hundredths is close to 33. Check understanding. Larry buys a pint of milk for $1.19 and a sandwich for $4.85. How much does Larry spend for the milk and the sandwich? So we have $1.19, $4.85. So over here, I'm going to add $1.19 plus $4.85, And what do I need to make sure I keep in line? My decimals. What do I do first? Bring the decimal straight down. 9 plus 5 is 14. Put the 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 4 is 6. So he spent $6.04. Okay, they want us to find the sum. So number 2, I'm going to do what? 3 and 8,700 plus 6 and 5,500. So I make sure I keep everything in line using the decimal. Okay. What do I do first? Bring down my decimal so that I can use it to keep everything in line. Then I start right and work my way left. So I start in what place value? 100. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 plus 5 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 plus 6 is 10. So my answer is 10 and 4,200. Number 3. I have 29 and 6,700 plus 13 and 9/10. What do I need to put behind the 9? A 0 to hold my place value so that I can have the same amount and go to hundreds. What do I do first? Bring down my decimal. 7 plus 0 is 7. 6 plus 9 is, put the 5, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. So my answer is, and then number 4, I have 2 and 5/10 plus 3 and 2,600 plus 4 and 3,400. So I use my decimal to keep everything in place with the place values. What do I need to add after the 5 up here? A 0 so that I go up to the hundredths place value. Okay, what do I do first? Bring down the decimal, right? So it helps to keep everything in line. Add the hundredth spot first, right? And work our way to the left. 0 plus 6 plus 4 is 0. The 1. 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is, put a 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is, plus 3 is, plus 4 is. So technically, I can write this 2 ways. I can write it as 10 and 10, or I can just write it as 10 and 1/10. Because are they both the same thing? Yes. Okay. So I can write it either way. On your own, attend to precision. A rug measures 102 inches long. It has fringe that measures 1 and 25 inches, 2,500 inches long on each inch. What is the total length of the rug, including the fringe? Okay, so basically they have the 102. Then what do we need to add with it? So we have 102 plus the 1 and 2,500. So we add it twice, right? Okay, so what should have been here? A decimal, right? To hold our place. And then what do I put behind it to hold those other places? 2 zeros. So bring down my decimal. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Bring down the 0. Bring down the 1. So my answer is 104 and 5/10 inches, right? Number 6, use tools. Miss Davis has been keeping track of the price of a new sweater that she wants to buy. The original price is $19.99. 1 week later, the price goes up $1.50. 2 weeks later, the price goes up another $2. What is the price of the sweater 2 weeks later? So originally it was what? $19.99. Then we need to add what? $1.50, and I use my decimals to keep everything in line, right? Then how much was it the next week? $2 more. So I have everything in line using the decimals. So what do I do first? Bring the decimal straight down. Then I add the hundreds. 9 plus all those zeros is 9. 9 plus 5 plus 0 is, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the total price of the sweater now is, okay, you guys will do 7 through 12 here in a little bit on your own. Let's go ahead and move to 13. Reason, after Andrew cleans a fish tank, it has 24 and 5/10 liters of water in it. He uses a container that holds 6,500 liters to add fresh water to the tank. How much water is in the fish tank after Andrew adds 2 containers of water? Okay, so what are we going to start with, guys? Okay, so 24 and 5/10, and then we're going to add what? 6,500. How many times? 2, because they do it twice, right? Okay. And then I use my decimals to keep everything in line, correct? Okay. All right, so bring our decimals straight down. And then we're going to put a 0 up here to hold our spot for that top one, right? So 0 plus 5 plus 5 is 10. 1. 1 plus 5 is, plus 6 is 12 plus 6 is 8. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. And bring down the 2. So 25 and 8/10 liters. Okay, now it says that they add 3 containers of water. So what are we going to add? We need to add 6,500 to this, right? Okay, so bring our decimals straight down. So 0 plus 5 is 5. 8 plus 6 is, carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is, and then bring the 2 down. So 26 and 4,500 liters. Okay, and then the next one, the fish tank holds 30 liters. How many containers of water could Andrew add without overfilling the tank? So, how many more could he add? So we're already up to 5, right? How many more do you guys think he could add to that? 5 would probably put it a little too much, right? You guys know, so you guys know how to multiply fractions, so decimals. So 6,500 times, let's try 3, would be 5, 1, 19, right? And then how many decimal places? 2. So could we add that here? So 1 and 9,500. So 0, carry the 1, 4. 18, carry the 1, 8, 2. So that would work. Could we do another 6,500? Yeah, because you could do the 60 and you'd be up to what? 29 and 5. Okay, so could you do another 6,500? Yep. So how many containers? Here was 5. We added 3 more, so that would get us 8. And then we said we could do 2 more on top of that, so 10. Okay, so 10 containers.